Before I go, okay, no problem. Okay, Grace. You just want to make sure, right?
Yeah.
To check the screen to make sure that you are visible.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to come. Let me turn this down because they can't, don't move, they can't see your feet. So,
Yeah, we need to see her feet a bit more.
so you need to be like in this area over here. No, no. Good, good, that's fine. And just go, good, you go back. Back a little bit. Good, that's fine. So they can see both you.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
I can.
Welcome to this second lesson in Yang Style Tai Chi. I am Sam, and this is Teacher Grace, who is the co-director of the Confucius Institute at the K-Phil campus of the University of the West Indies. We're glad you can join us. And this evening, we are going to give you a combination of exercises and Tai Chi, which we hope will refresh your body and your mind and whatever else you are made of, soul, spirit, whatever you call it. And that over the course of this month, in the lessons that we do 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, from 5 to 6, you will feel much more invigorated. So let's begin. This evening, we're going to do some warm-up exercises. We're going to review what we taught on Wednesday, and we're going to introduce 2 new things. So those who were here before will recognize the familiar and improve on their performance. If you're here for the first time, it's all new to you, so you'll learn everything. And those who were here before will also learn 2 new things. So let's begin. So we're going to have our feet together like this. Make sure that you're wearing the comfortable clothing, if possible. And if there's a movement that we're doing and you're unable to do it, just do what's comfortable to you and don't worry about it. Just do your best. As I said last time, if I ask you to lift your hand like this to head level, and you know you have a problem and your hand can only go to, let's say, hip level, you lift it there, but use your imagination to visualize your hand actually going to head level. Now, if you get tired, remember, you can feel free to sit down and do the movement sitting down where possible, or to take a break and then rejoin us when you can. The whole goal of this is for you to benefit. So do what is comfortable to you. Be honest with yourself in terms of your capabilities. If you know you can do more, do more. If you know you can't do more, do only what you are able to do. Okay, typically this evening, you will see a number of things from a front view with me and a side view from Teacher Grace. Also, because Teacher Grace is more flexible than I am and younger and so on, she will show you perhaps the more extreme version of the activity we're doing, and I will show you the one for people of my condition and age. So let's begin. Our feet together. We're going to lift our hands up to the side, bring them to the front. One fist, the right one, hand in fist, the other one in the open palm. We're going to push them out and bend from the waist and keep our eyes on each other. And that's the salute, a sign of respect. Now, one more thing before we actually do movements. On your screen, you may be in gallery view. If you are, use your mouse arrow, put it over the rectangle that has Teacher Grace and me in it. You should see 3 dots come up. Click on the 3 dots and click pin. This will make the image as big as possible on your screen and will be much easier for you to see. So let's begin playing Tai Chi. So what we're going to do first is we're going to step out, feet shoulder width, comfortable, and we are going to rotate our necks to loosen those muscles. So first we're going to go forward and backward. Exhale, going down. Inhale, coming up. One more time. Very good. Now we're going to bend our ear to our shoulder. If you're really flexible, you can get your ear to sit on your shoulder. If not, go as close as you can. Keep your shoulders relaxed rather than hunched or raised. Your body will tell you when you've gone to your maximum stretch. And now we're going to turn our heads left and right, or right and left, whichever works for you. So twisting. Breathe naturally. And now we're going to turn our heads in a circle. Any direction is good because we're going to do both directions. So turn in one direction 5 times. And now we're going to change direction 5 rotations. Very good. Now we are going to roll our shoulders. So I'm coming closer so you can see my shoulders rolling backward or forward or both, whatever combination works best for you. So you're lifting your hands by tensing your trapezius muscles, these muscles linking the neck and the back, the shoulders, rolling them to relieve the tension and the stress. Now we're going to go in the other direction. As you know, especially if you do a lot of office work, you sit at your computer a long time, this is one of the areas that tends to be very stressed. Now I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to take one hand, let's say the right hand. I'm going to put it over the left and grip this muscle and just give it a gentle massage. Your body will love you for it. And now we're going to shift to the other hand, opposite side, and do the same thing. So you just grip that muscle and massage it gently. Very good. Okay. Now from there, we are going to do something called shoulder rotation. So we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to inhale and open our hands like this. Then we're going to look to the right side and slap the right palm with the left, exhaling. So when our hands are open, we inhale. When they're closed, we breathe out. 1. Inhale. Next side, exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, looking left. Breathe in, looking forward. Breathe out, look to the other side. Breathe in. Out. In. Notice the hands are parallel to the ground. In. 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very good. Now from here, we are going to work the hip joints. So with our feet a comfortable shoulders distance, we can put our hand on our hips. We try to keep our heads more or less steady and rotate the hips in any direction. I'll tell you when to change. Good. Let's go in the opposite direction. So try to keep the head as steady as possible and work from the hips. 1 more rotation. Very good. Now we're going to hold our hand up like this and we're going to turn circles with our elbow. Any direction is fine. 5 times and then we change. Good. Now let's go in the opposite direction. Tai Chi is filled with circles. So you definitely want these joints to be as pliable as possible. Let's do the other hand. And let's go in the opposite direction. As I would have mentioned last time, part of the philosophy underpinning China Tai Chi is the idea of complementary things in the world of nature. Backward and forward, in and out, up and down. Okay, good. So from here now, we're going to stand with our feet comfortably, shoulders width again. We're going to put our hands out like this, stomach level, and we are going to shake our wrists as gently or as vigorously as you like. Teacher Grace is doing vigorously. I am doing gentle. And you can do any extreme, gentle, vigorous, or in between, whatever is comfortable for you to loosen the wrist joints. When you do Tai Chi, your wrist is mostly supposed to be relaxed unless you're actually hitting something, in which case you want to tense. Very good. Okay, now let's go to our next exercise, working our way through this from the top of the body down to the bottom toes. So we're gonna lift one foot. If you haven't got good balance, you can hold on to the chair. For example, like this, lift the foot that's away from the chair. And if you got good balance, you don't need a chair. If you have no chair, but you have a wall, you have a table, and you're gonna make a circle with the lifted foot. So Teacher Grace is gonna show you with the chair. And I'm going to show you without the chair. So you're turning the circle with that knee that's lifted about waist height. But if you're more flexible, you can lift it higher and turn the circle. That's good too. If you can, you can just lift it barely off the ground. It will still work, still benefit you. Now let's go in the opposite direction. Circling. Very good. Now we're going to change and do the other foot. Just turn so you can see better. Here you go. Just circle. Now I'm going to stop while Teacher Grace continues. If circling is not good for you, as I said last time, you can massage what the old people would call the kneecaps. So you will still get the benefit. So you can massage your kneecaps. One direction and then change and go in the opposite direction. And your body will love it. Very good. Okay. So now that we've stimulated the knees a little bit, we're going to go down to the ankles. We're going to show you variations. So one thing you can do is to put the toes of one foot, doesn't matter which you're going to do, both on the ground, slightly up and to the side, and you can rotate as I am doing. If that works for you, fine. If your balance is good or you want to hold on to your table, your chair, your wall, you can lift the foot and circle the ankle now. So notice it's not a knee circle like this. It's the ankle that you're rotating in one direction. And then you're going to change direction. Good. Now we're going to put that foot down, lift the other foot, and we're going to rotate the ankle again. One direction. Remember, any height that works for you is good, as long as the foot is free, unless you're doing the one where the toes are touching the ground. Let's change direction. Rotate it, circle, ankle. Very good. Okay, now having worked those major joints of the body, we are going to keep our feet shoulder width or a little closer, and we are going to do a movement called picking fruit. So you're going to put your hands straight up as far as they can go, feet on the ground, and you're going to stretch one hand and then the other hand as far as up as it can go. So let's begin. It doesn't matter which hand you use. I'm going to start with the right. Up, up. So up with the one hand and then down. Then the other hand up, and you will feel the muscles between your ribs getting a good stretch, the intercostal muscles. So imagine there's a mango just out of reach, and you really love mangoes. Or a pear, a plum, an apple, or what you will. Picking fruit. Very good. And we're going to come down. So now from that picking fruit exercise that stretch these muscles along the side of the body, we are going to do something called leg swings. So I'm going to show you from the side. Whichever foot you want to use is fine. We've got two and we're going to exercise both. Again, if you need balance, you can get a chair, put the chair on the side that you're not going to swing that foot. So I'm going to swing the left foot, so my chair is on the right. I'm going to try to remain as erect as possible, and I'm going to swing the foot forward and backward, as high as you can go, whatever is comfortable for you, trying to remain upright. So notice that the foot isn't straight, it's slightly bent, swinging freely, forward and back. And you will feel this in diverse places, especially though the lower back on the side of the swinging leg. And that's a good workout for you. Two more. Good. Now, if you got a chair, you just change direction so that the swinging leg is on the outside of the chair and you continue. Same movement, forward and backward. Trying to remain as upright as possible. This is called leg swing. Let's do 2 more. Good. Okay. All right. Now, if you're a little sore because your leg muscles are not accustomed to muscles, you just sink a little bit, massage them in both directions, and they'll feel good. All right. Now, a little more challenging leg exercise is called leg bumps. Again, you can use a chair, a table, or the wall if you need. So you're going to stand on one foot. I'm going to stand on my right foot. And I'm going to put the left foot forward on the toes. Then I'm going to go straight down as though I'm going down into a belt. So I'm not going left or right. I'm just going up and down. As high or as low as is comfortable for you. So you recognize that the foot that has the toes flat on the ground is the one in which the thigh is getting a good workout. And as I said, we're going to do both feet, so not to worry. Let's do 2 more. Very good. So now we're going to exchange. The foot that had the toes on the ground will now become the solid leg, and the other one goes forward, toes, and we're going to sink and rise. Sink and rise. You can breathe in going down and breathe out coming up, or you can just breathe naturally. You know that when we lift weight, we do it better if we exhale. So when you're coming up, we're lifting your body weight. So that's why you want to breathe out when you're coming up. Good. That's the last one. Now from here, we're going to do an exercise called the prayer wheel. So I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see the side view, and Teacher Grace will show you the front view. So with our feet turned outward like 45 degrees, we're going to step forward with one foot. Doesn't matter, we're going to do both. With the heel, like this. Then we're going to bring our hands to stomach level. We're going to push them out, roll up, breathing out, come back, breathing in, breathe out, going forward, breathing in, coming backwards. So when we come back, the toes come off the floor. So imagine there's a giant wheel in front of you from the old time days when you ground corn and other grains. Breathe out, going forward, breathe in, coming back. This is the prayer wheel. Let's do 2 more. Notice the complementary movement of receiving, coming back, giving, going out. So now we're going to stand up. We're going to exchange feet. So whichever foot goes forward, we'll now backward, toes up, hands at stomach level, push away from you, breathe out, rotate upward, breathe in, rotate back, breathe out, breathe in, out, in, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 2 more. Exhale, inhale, breathe out, breathe in, and come right in. Very good. Now we're going to do an exercise called grinding corn. So for this one, we're going to put our feet about double shoulder width. We've got the front view from Teacher Grace and the side view. We're going to bring our hands up, and we're going to push our hands outward in a circle. So now 1 and in, 2. So whichever hand you're using, the foot on that side is lengthened. So you're going to the left, stretch the left foot, going to the right, stretch the right foot, and the hand goes away from the body, comes back to center. This is called grinding corn. So notice that both sides of your body are getting worked simultaneously. So by doing this at the same time, hands and feet, it helps to improve your coordination. And the slow movement means that your body gets to recognize the demands on and benefit from it with a minimum risk of injuring yourself. Binding core. So imagine there's a table in front of you and your hands are skimming the table. Like, or you're up to your waist in water in the sea and you're playing to the surface of the sea. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to stand up. Very good. Now, our last warm-up activity, this is the one that flexible teacher Grace will demonstrate and stiff Sam will demonstrate the stiff version. This is called polishing the mirror. Imagine there's a rectangular mirror in front of you. So you stand with your feet, if you're flexible, just inside your shoulders, and they're going to sink straight down like this. If you're not flexible, you're like me, you can put them to shoulder width. Put your hands up like this, palms facing away from you, close together. You go across the front of the mirror, down and sink. Teacher Grace is going to go further down. Good. Then bring the hands into the center and straight up to the top of the mirror. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And we just step in and press down gently. So you'll recognize, especially if you're not accustomed to exercising, that that short little workout has worked your joints, has worked your arms, and it's worked your legs.
Recording in progress.
So now let's review the Tai Chi that we got on Wednesday. So in the Yang style of Tai Chi, the first movement is called opening, beginning, or commencement, or starting of Tai Chi. So we're going to stand with our feet together, heels touching, hands at our side. We are going to sink down about 4 inches if we can. So we just bend our knees and we step out with the left. Now we're going to raise our hands upward, keeping the shoulders down. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink in 4 inches or so. Inhaling. Exhaling. This foot position is called the horse riding stance. So think of all those movies that you watch in which people are riding a horse. Their legs are open at their sides with the horse's body in between. The horse riding stance. And this is called opening of Tai Chi. Inhale. Breathe out. Then breathe out. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to change what we're doing. We're going to lift one hand up, and as it's coming down, we're going to lift the other hand, like buckets in a well. In the old nursery rhymes, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, or anything that works for you. So instead of hands going up and down simultaneously, they're alternating. One going up and one going down. Teacher Grace is showing the front view. I'm going to turn so you see the side view. Just stepping back so that computer is on. You're a good teacher, good friend too. So we're lifting and falling, alternating, lifting and falling. Very good. Okay, now from here, we're going to keep doing the same movement, but this time the hand that's going up, we're going to point the fingers to the sky. So when the hand goes up, the fingers go up to the sky. When it comes down, the palm faces down. So the hand going up, fingers pointing to the sky, hand coming down, palm points to the ground. Very good. We're going slowly, so if you get lost, not to worry, you can always catch up with this. And I'll tell you the name of this movement when we add in the footwork. So we are shifting from beginning of Tai Chi, where we raise both hands at the same time, to another movement. Now, we did a lot of leg work in our little warm-up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just put our hands by our side, feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to lift our knees, alternating feet. If you can only lift yours this high, 1 inch, that's fine. Once it gets off the ground. If you can lift yours higher, that's very good. So you can exhale when you lift the knee because you're lifting the weight, and inhale when you put it down. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. One more time. Out, in. So now we're going to combine the hand movements we just did with the fingers pointing up to the ceiling and the palm pointing down, with lifting the knee. The hand that's going up, the foot on that side goes up. Same hand, same foot. So let's begin. Let's try our right hand and our right foot. You can keep facing forward, teacher. Right. Ready? 1, 2. And this Tai Chi, this type of Tai Chi, is normally done very slow. There's another kind that's done very quickly, powerful. But this one is slow and gentle. So hand and foot walk together. The hand that's going up, fingers point to the sky. The knee goes to the sky. The other hand, palm faces down. This movement is called Golden Rooster, as in Beijing Fowl stands on one leg. Sometimes it's translated as golden pheasant. So any bird that has 2 legs and lifts one. Yeah. So we're alternating, same hand, same foot. And if you want, you can do as I'm doing and just change direction, turn a circle. Doesn't matter. The important thing is the gentle, coordinated move. Golden Rooster stands on one leg. If it's the left leg, you say Golden Rooster stands on left leg. If you stand on the right leg, it's Golden Rooster stands on the right leg. Very good. This is our last one. So remember, if you need to take a break, have a sit down, have a sip of water when you're ready to rejoin, feel well. So our next movement is going to be building on the first movement we did. This is called cross hands. So we're going to show you 2 versions. Teacher Grace is going to show you the moving version, and I'm going to show you the stay put version. So in the moving version of stay put, watch Teacher Grace for the moving. She will be stepping to the right or stepping to the left. I will be staying put. You do the one that works for you. So we're going to bring our hands up as we did in the opening movement. Inhale. Then we're going to exhale as they come down. And we're going to cross them in front of us. Inhale as they go. Exhale as they come down. And you can see why this is called cross hands, because the hands literally form an X in front of you. So sink and inhale. Coming up, exhale, going down. Exhale, cross hands, inhale. So again, if you're a beach lover like me, you go to the sea and you play with the water. So when your hands are going down, they're playing in the water. And when they come up, they're playing in the air. My Tai Chi teacher says, one way of thinking about Tai Chi is trying to catch the wind. Inhale, exhale. And Teacher Grace is going to step left and right so you see what would happen in the form that you will learn. So as your hands go up, you step out like this, and then you step back in as you lift up. You step up to the other side, try to keep the spine erect, and step in as you come up. Step out, in. And they will keep doing that, Teacher Grace, and I will do the step up version. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Exhale, inhale. Very good. Okay. So now with our hands here, what we're going to do is just drop them to hold a giant beach ball. And just as the bucket swing into the well like this, up and down, we're going to do a similar movement going horizontally. So from this position, we're going to pull back one hand. Let's say the left hand is out and push the other forward like this. 1. Then we're going to turn it both palms. Look at the back hand, pull the front hand backward and push the back hand forward, keeping our eyes on it. Turn it both palms, holding the ball. Breathe out as we push the back hand forward. Breathing at this point. As we circle, now breathe out. This is called whirl arms in horse riding stance. So you're in the same stance we started with, feet shoulder width apart, slightly bent, and you're pushing your hands backward, turning the circle and pushing forward, coordinating them. This is called whirl arms, W-H-I-R-L, spin, turn arms. You've got the front view from me and the side view from Teacher Grace. Follow the one that's best for you. And we're going slowly. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Turn up, inhale, exhale, inhale, breathe in, and breathe up. Think of a circle. The hand that's going back is turning a circle. That's why we did the elbow exercises in the warm-up. This is called whirl arms in horse riding stance. So you're pulling something with the front hand towards you and pushing something away from you with the back hand. Complementary motion. And your shoulders are getting a wonderful workout. Remember, if you need to stop, feel free to do that. Be honest with yourself. If you can do a lot, do a lot. If you can do a little, do a little. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2. Good. We're going to put our hands to our side. And now we are going to combine a movement we did before with a new movement. So let's learn the footwork first, and then we add in the handwork, and we'll do the movement and we'll tell you what's called. So you've practiced a lot of knee and leg movement this evening, leg swings, leg bounce. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lift one foot. Let's try the left foot. We always tend to go with the right because most people are right-handed. Let's lift the left foot. And we're going to push the heel forward. 1. And put it back down. So from shoulder width, lift the other foot, push the heel forward, and put it back down. This is called separate legs. Whichever leg you're pushing out, you name the movement after that. So separate legs right now, right style or right side. Separate legs, left style, heel forward. And notice how I'm moving about a little, changing direction. You can stay still, face the same direction, or you can move about. Moving about is better for your balance. But if your balance is not good, you hold on to your chair, hold on to your table, or you hold on to your wall, and you separate legs. Very good. Okay. So now let's combine the hand movement that goes with this foot movement in this one. So remember we did cross hands. So let's go from here. We're going to inhale, circle, shift the weight to the left foot, right hand in front, and put out the hands and the feet. That's called separate legs. Then we put down that foot, cross the hands again, left foot, left hand this time. So whichever foot you're going to use, you put that hand in front of the other hand. This is called separate legs. Right side, separate. So notice at this point, my feet are separated really low, like ankle level. 1, ankle level, 2. Now we're going to lift it a little bit. We're going to go to shin level. 1, pointing with the heel foot. So the toes are pulled back. 2. Now we're going to go a little higher. Inhale, exhale, knee level. There we go. Teacher Grace is more flexible, so hers is higher than knee level, thigh level, which is good. But if you can only go like me to ankle level, you will still benefit. So exhale. Left hand in front, left foot extended. Right hand in front, cross. Right foot extended. Left foot. Breathe out. Because your body, your abdominals need to take the weight. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to do 2 more. 1, 2. Gentle and rhythmic. Then we're going to press down. Very good. So that movement is called separate legs. Next, we're going to move on to staying put in this position. And we are going to roll the ball forward, kind of like the prayer wheel, but without moving our feet. So exhale as your hands go, inhale as they come in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do 1 more. Roll the ball. So there's a big beach ball in front of you, and you are pushing it away from you back. And we're going to step in and press down. Very good. Now we're going to do a related movement to that, which plays a very important part in Tai Chi. It is like when you're writing a paragraph and you put in transition words. In addition, moreover, furthermore, added to that, also in contrast, however, on the other hand. So this movement is a hold the ball movement. So we're going to put our hands here, like this. Then we're going to put, let's say, the right hand at the top palm down and the left hand at the bottom palm. Now imagine you're holding a big ball, so don't squeeze the ball, don't burst the ball, don't drop the ball, or you're holding your car staying wheel. So the bottom hand will go to the top hand goes to the bottom. This is called turning the ball. So try to keep a good circle. That is the smallest circle like me, or if it's more comfortable to use a big circle, chest level, stomach level, or a smaller circle, whatever is comfortable for you. The important thing is to turn the ball, keep it the same size, and then drop it. You know, we have a saying, when somebody feels that something, he or she has dropped the ball. You don't want to drop the ball. You want to be on the ball. Good. If it's comfortable for you, when you turn in one direction, you can breathe in, and when you turn in the opposite direction, you can breathe in. If you need to breathe in between, that's all right, do what works. You're going to do 2 more after this. 1, 2. Very good. That is turning the ball. This is pressed up. Now I'm going to show you an easy bit of footwork that we're going to add to that hand. So I'm going to show you from the front. Teacher Grace will show you from the side. She's going to step in with her right foot, and I'm going to step in with my right foot. This is called Stork Step. So you know you've seen National Geographic and you see water birds. They're in a pond, they're in a lake or a river, and sometimes both feet are in the river. But then other times, they've got like 1 foot up. They're looking in there, the beaks are getting ready for fish, and then they pick it up. So rather than lifting your foot really high, you're just going to put the toes down on the instep of the solid foot. So we're both going to use our right feet. Teacher Grace shows you side view, I show you front view. So let's go. 1, step in, only the toes. Step back out. Now move the left foot into the right. So really all of your weight is on the foot that is solid, flat on the ground. This foot that you're on the toes, if you lifted it, you shouldn't fall because it actually bears no weight. Teacher Grace, I think we need to come back to the space here. So release your feet. Good, very good. Okay, so again, let's put the right foot to the left. 1, and step out. Left foot. Go. Right foot. Notice how this shifting requires both balance and coordination. That's one of the reasons Tai Chi is good for your granny. Because old people tend to become unstable. They fall, they break their hips, and then they go to the great beyond. But you love them and you want them to remain with you. So get them to do some gentle movement like this, Tai Chi. And the medical research shows it reduces the risk of falls a lot. And it improves balance a lot. And you can see and feel what? Step in right. Left foot comes in on the toes. Step in left. Right foot comes in on the toes. Very good. All right, so we're going to add that footwork now to the hold the ball movement. Remember, this is the most used transition in Tai Chi, in this style of Tai Chi. When you get from one movement to the next, you often go through this movement. So we're going to start here. Hands in front of us. We're going to move the left foot to the right foot and hold the ball on the right side. So the foot that bears the weight, that hand is at the top. So right hand at the top. 1. Step left. Shift the weight and roll the hands to the left. Left hand at top. Shift the weight right. Roll the ball or turn the ball and hold it on the right side. Step up left. Hold the ball left. Foot with the weight, hand at the top. Right side. And we're going really slowly. So if you get lost, you can correct and catch up. Step left. Hold the ball. Step right. Hold the ball. Step left. Hold the ball left. And if you can breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out when you step out. Breathe in as you hold the ball. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now we're going to just step out and press down. Very good. I'm just going to check the time so that we respect your 1 hour. 40, okay, good. So we've got about 10 plus minutes. So we're going to learn even more in that time. So we've just been doing that transition movement called hold the ball, where we put one foot to the next foot on the toes and we turn a circle. Okay, so from this movement now, we're building on that. We're going to do something called part the wild horses mean. Now, I don't have my dreadlocks anymore, but Teacher Grace has long hair. Let me just check. Good. So I'm going to ask Teacher Grace that, when horses are running and they're happy and excited, they often shake their heads. So the hair behind the mane will flow and ripple. So Teacher Grace is going to demonstrate wild horse shakes its mane for you. There you go. Very good. So in Tai Chi, one of the most important movements is this movement called wild horse shakes its mane or parts its mane, depending on who's translating. So this is how we're going to learn it. We're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart. And we're going to roll the ball on the right side. So the right hand. Good. And what we're going to do is imagine we are combing our daughter's hair. So I'm going to comb Teacher Grace's hair on screen so you can see. So Teacher Grace is going to come forward by me. She's going to face away from me. Good. And she's going to stay there. And I'm going to put up my left hand like this. Then I'm going to put the right hand at the top of it and stroke down. Like I'm brushing her hair. And then I'm going to put up again and down again. And I'm going to do it up and down. Now the two hands are going to coordinate. Hold the ball on the right side, stroke up and down. Then hold the ball again on the right side, stroke up and down. So imagine combing your daughter's hair or your sons. It's an equal opportunity work. Thank you, Teacher Grace. So now we're going to do it from the standing position, and then we're going to put in the footwork for those who are able. If you can't do the footwork, don't worry. You just do the standing position. You will still benefit. So we're going to start here by holding the ball on the right side. And imagine you're parting your hands in two diagonal. The bottom hand goes to the top of that hand side, and the top hand goes to the bottom of that side. Then you hold the ball again on the right side, and you stroke the top hand through the bottom hand. Then you hold the ball again. So we're going slowly. Left hand goes upward, diagonal. Right hand goes downward, diagonal. Then we hold the ball again. So the hands return to the position, top to top, bottom to bottom. And we open our chest, exhale, or rather inhale. Okay, now we're going to exhale. Then we're going to inhale as we hold the ball. Exhale. Hold the ball right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So notice I'm holding the ball on the right side and stroking upward on the left and downward on the right. Hold the ball, inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, one more time. Then we're going to do the other side. Exhale. Good. From where our hands are, the left hand is going to remain at the top, and we're going to put the right hand across at the bottom. So like chest side and stomach height. So we are holding the ball on the left side now. I'm going to come closer. You don't need to see my feet because I'm not moving, so perhaps you can see the hands back. And we're going to do the same thing. Bottom hand goes upward diagonal. Top hand goes downward diagonal. Exhale. Reposition and inhale. Holding the ball left. Again, exhale. Reposition. Exhale. Reposition. Holding the ball. Exhale. This is called parting the wild horse's mane, or while horse shakes its mane. Left. Separate hands. Notice as you hold the ball, your body is closed and contracted. As you separate your hands, it's open. Now, if you're exerting the force away from you, that's when you would breathe up. This is like lifting something. If you were to lift a big liter of Coke, hold it out at arm's length, you know you would exhale. Your body responds better when you are holding the weight and exhale. So inhale as you come in, and exhale as you go out. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. I think we've done both sides. So we're being fair to the left side and the right side. Balance. Okay. Now let's go on. We're going to learn a second new movement this evening. So that part, the wild horse's mane, was a new movement for this evening. Now we're going to put in the footwork before we move on to the other new movement. So Teacher Grace is going to come back where you can see her feet because you really need to see them. Good. And this is what we're going to do. Those who can't do this movement, just keep doing the one we did just now, where your feet stationary, you hold the ball, and you go here. What we're going to do, however, is eventually we're going to alternate. So once we separate the hands, the top hand, we're going to hold the ball at that side and separate. Hold the ball at the top hand side and separate. Hold the ball at the top hand side and separate. So my right hand is at top, hold the ball right. My left hand is at top, hold the ball left. So now we're alternating. So now I'm going to show you the footwork. So we're going to do one side only and repeat with the footwork. So Teacher Grace is going to be stationary, and I'm going to show you the footwork. So what we're going to do is, from here, we're going to hold the ball right side, right hand at the top, bring in the left foot, and we're going to step out to the left and separate hands. 1, Then we're gonna sit back, hold the ball, and bring back in that left foot. So we're repeating the hand and foot movement. So you're learning now how to coordinate your footwork with your hands and with movement. Park the wild horses meet. Hold the ball right, step up left, left hand goes up diagonal, right hand goes down diagonal. Sit back, hold the ball right, step out, or you do the stationary one, your feet remain like this, and you separate, and then you hold the ball, and you separate. So if the stepping is confusing, don't bother with the stepping, just do it stationary. You will still bend. Good. So I'm going to hold the ball on the left side now and do the stepping to the left, while Teacher Gray shows you the stationary. Step out, exhale. Hold the ball left again, stepping in. Step out, exhale. Back and breathe in. Forward, breathe out. Back and inhale. Forward. You will notice that as I step forward, I'm stepping with the heel and then putting out toes. This is a very common way of stepping in Tai Chi. So we sit back and hold the ball left, right foot comes in, and that stork stance. Step up with the right heel, separate the hands. So let's do it. Sit back, step in, heel out, separate hands. Sit back, breathing in, step out, breathing out. Sit back, breathing in, step out, breathing out. And then we're going to just step in, shoulder width, and press down. So that's a little advance on the stationary part of wild horses leap. Now, the last thing we're going to show this evening, the new movement is called brush, knee, and push. So your hand is going to make a circle outside, inside, knee level. And then the other hand is going to push straight forward. And then you repeat. So this hand will come back. This hand will come in a half circle as it circles forward. They both go up. So it's like when you were doing whirl arms, it's the same movement, but instead of keeping the hands at face level, you actually, the front hand, bottom hand is going down to the knee. So let's do it first from stationary. So everybody can, let's use the left hand. You can turn a circle. Away from you, turning, put the palm down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you're turning a circle with your hand going to the knee, upward, upward, and coming back. This is the brush knee move. So notice that my hand goes into the ear and it comes down just in front of my knee without actually touching the knee. Brush knee. So it's turning a circle, big circle, with this hand. Remember that Tai Chi is filled with circles. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Let's try the other hand. You got two, and we're going to love them equally. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Remember that hand is just skimming above the knee as it comes down. Brush knee. Good. 3 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now, while one hand is doing that, the other hand is doing this. It's pushing and coming back and pushing and returning. Palm facing forward, going out. Palm turned up, coming in. Brush knee and push. This is the push part. We just practiced brushing. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, going out. Let's do 2 more. Then we're going to give the right hand its fair shake. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Very good. Let's do the right hand and then we put it all together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Palm up. Inhale. Exhale. Palm up. Exhale. Palm up. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Last time. Breathe out. Very good. Breathe in. Now let's put them together. Remember, this is Tai Chi Gangster slowly. So if you get lost, you can catch up. Okay. So we're going to start with the left hand. Turn a big circle with the left hand. As it comes to the right shoulder, lift the right hand. I'm going really slowly so you fall and push both toward the left. Lift the left, push both toward the right. The bottom hand is skimming knee level, just above the knee. Okay. So you're actually turning two circles, but you're thinking of the back hand as the one that's going in a horizontal motion. So whichever direction you're going, you can pivot your waist, your hips that direction. Remember, we did hip exercises. That's one of the reasons that you do them. My teacher says, if there is no waist, there is no Tai Chi. Your power is coming from your waist. So it's like turning two big circles like this. Except that you think of one hand as a pushing horizontal hand. The hand that's up in the air is pushing horizontal. Yes, like that. Brush knee. So if you begin pivoting now on the heel of your foot in the direction you're going, you will see how your waist and your whole body, everything is going in the same direction. This is called brush knee and push. I'm going to go even slower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you lift that hand. Exhale as everything goes to one side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And if you can't do the pivoting, remember you can just stand up in the position of the horse with your feet shoulder width apart and just do it. Bottom hand crosses, top hand pushes up. Bottom hand turns a circle, top hand pushes forward. Bottom hand circles, top hand pushes forward. Breathing in at this point. Now breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And let's do a big circle. Step in and press down. Quietly check your time and my time. How time?
6.
Okay, so 6. Let's do one last exercise. This is cooling down. It's called lifting the sky. So we're going to put our hands by our tummies. And we're going to inhale and go up. Turn over and come down. So we're going to pull up, inhaling. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. 3 more. In. Out. In. Out. Last time. Inhale. Exhale and step in. That's our session for this evening. I hope your body is jumping for joy. Thank you for being here from Teacher Grace, co-director of the Confucius Institute.
Thank you.
And Sam, a lover of Tai Chi and martial arts.
Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy this session.
I'm just going to come a little closer in case you have a question or comment. Let me get my technology in a position. Stephen, maybe you need to help me.
How many we have?
See 10 names here. Please, if you can hear me,